Yeah, good morning. 2 minutes, I'm starting. Okay. Am I audible? Yeah, I'm audible.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning. Uh, just give me 1 minute, I'm starting. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, good morning. Let's start the session now. So let's use the Azure, actually, data engineering. Okay, so when we talk about the Azure data engineering, so the Azure data engineering is nothing but it is a bunch of cloud services. So Azure data engineering is nothing but it's a bunch of cloud services. So now let's do one thing. Let's try to see first of all or understand what is the Azure data engineering is. So the Azure is nothing but it is the name used by the Microsoft. Okay. It is the name used by the Microsoft is nothing but the Azure, and data is nothing but information. Am I right? Data is nothing but what? Information. Okay. That means Azure is the name used by the Microsoft. Azure is the name used by the Microsoft. Okay. Azure is the name used by the Microsoft for what is that? Data. That is nothing but information. For information engineering. That means what? So engineering is nothing but what? Application of techniques. So to apply the techniques on the data, we are going to use what is that? Azure. In other words, we can say the Azure data engineering is a bunch of cloud services. is a bunch of what is it? Cloud services. So what are the cloud services we have it here? We can say the
Azure
first cloud,
storage.
pardon me?
Like storage accounts, that is one of the service.
Yeah, so we can say Azure Data Factory. Okay, this is one of the service you can say.
Yeah.
And then you have what is that?
Azure Databricks.
Yes, ADB, that is Azure Databricks.
Azure
And
Synapse.
yes, exactly. We have the Synapse. Then we have the Azure Machine Learning, ML. Okay. Then we have the Azure AI. Okay, then we have the Azure AI, that is nothing but artificial intelligence. Likewise, we have the one more service that is called as what? Azure Fabric. So these are all the services we have in the Azure Data Engineering. Okay, guys. Whereas that's the reason why it is called as what? Bunch of cloud services. It is called as what? Bunch of cloud services. But by using this bunch of cloud services, what are the tasks we can perform it? The following are the tasks we can perform it. What is that? The first one we can say, okay. The first one we can say, using the Azure Data Engineering, we can perform the following task. What is that?
Extraction, transform, and loading.
Exactly. The first one is what is that? We can perform the data migration. You can go with what is that? Data migration is the first task we can perform it. Okay. And the next one you can say, comma, data summarization, or we can say data integration. Then we have the data summarization. Then we have the data visualization. Okay. So these are all the tasks we can perform it by using the Azure Data Engineering. Okay. So that is nothing but the first one is called as what is it? Data migration. The first one is called as what? Data migration. And the second one we have it as what? Data integration. We have the second one as what? Data integration. And the third one we have it as what? Data summarization. And the next one we have it as the what? Data visualization. So these are all the tasks we can perform it by using the Azure Data Engineering, which is nothing but the bunch of cloud services. Okay, which is nothing but the bunch of cloud services. Like you have the More Supermarket is there. Actually, it is owned by the Birla. Am I right?
Yes, yes,
Owned,
Aditya Birla Group it is.
yes. But whereas we can say it is marketing their grocery stores with a name called Birla. So in the same way, Azure is the name used by the Microsoft to market their cloud services. And these cloud services are used to achieve the following task here. Okay. So data migration, data integration, or data summarization, and data visualization as well. So I can say the first one is what is it? Data, what is it? Migration. So anyways, what is migration?
Moving
Basically,
from one like platform to another, like
another
existing data
platform. Exactly. That is nothing but whenever you wanted to move the data from the on-premises system, okay,
to
from the
cloud
on
storage.
exactly to what is that? To the cloud storage. So whenever you wanted to move the data from the on-premises system to the cloud storage, is called as what is that? Is called as what is that? It's called data migration. So that is nothing but you can say cloud storage. So I can say whenever we move the data from the on-premises system to the cloud storage. Okay. So that is called as what? Yes, that is called as what you can say cloud
Data migration.
data migration. Here, the on-premises is basically you can say that is nothing but your mobile phone. Your mobile phone has some data, and now you are storing that data from the mobile phone internal memory. You wanted to move it to the Google
Drive.
Drive.
Yeah.
Exactly, Google Drive, you have it. Okay. So Google Drive or iCloud, whatever you have it. So basically, Google Drive. So whereas this kind of a process, guys, this kind of a process where we call here as what is that? Data migration. It is called as what? The process of what? Data migration. Okay. So in the same way, you have the next one. What is that? You have it data integration. So what is data integration? Data integration is nothing but it is a process where multiple data sources are gathered at a place and kept at a place for the facilitation of the user, such as I'll take an example of the same one. Let us say here, the more supermarket is there, which has many, which has many, the products are there. Let us say they have one product, and this product is made up or manufactured in Madhya Pradesh, and but it is kept for sale in India. There is nothing but kept for sale in India, and the part of India is, let us say, Hyderabad. Am I right? Whereas the second one you can say it is manufactured in Tamil Nadu, okay, and it is kept for sale in India, and the two in Hyderabad you can say. And in the same way, the third you can say it is what is that? uh,
Summarization.
Yes, exactly. What is it? You have it. The third product I can say. The third product you can say it is manufactured in the manufactured or cropped. You can say if it is a vegetable, you can say cropped. Okay. So NCR. Okay, NCR. That is National Capital Region, and that is nothing but India, but kept it for sale in Hyderabad. That means what? These whatever the uh, whatever the products you have it, these are manufactured at a different place but kept for sale in Hyderabad outlet of the Birla supermarket. That is called as what? More supermarket. Am I right? So whereas can you see here, we can say these are manufactured at various locations, but kept for sale for facilitating of the consumers. For the facilitation of the consumers, it is kept in what? Hyderabad. That means Hyderabad branch. That means these all products are kept under one roof in Hyderabad branch for facilitation of the consumers. In the same way as these are the products, if you have a data at different locations, gathering the data and putting it at one location is called as the process of what? Data integration. Okay, data integration. Whereas it is done, the data integration is done for the facilitation of what? For the facilitation of the users, guys. Okay, to facilitate the user, we use what is that? The process of what? For facility to facilitate the user, we use the process of what? Data integration. In the same way, here also, to facilitate the can you see to facilitate the to facilitate the consumer, the data, that is nothing but the products are kept under what is that? One the products are kept under what is that? Under one roof. What is that one roof, guys? The one roof is nothing but here we can say kept under the one roof. That one roof is nothing but it is called as what is that? Data integration. Whereas the next one you have it as what? Data summarization. So what is the data summarization? Data summarization is nothing but it is a process where, yes, it is a process where the data summarization is nothing but it is a process where can you see here? Data summarization. So data summarization is nothing but it is a process where, okay, where,
Arranging like all what is uh, like present of refined or any.
yes, exactly. So suppose let us say here you have a following information of the supermarket data. Product ID is there, product rate is there, and product quantity sold is there exactly. Product quantity sold. These are the things we have it, and date of sales is there. Now here actually we require to extract it here. Net sales amount. What is that? Net sales amount we wanted to extract it. So when you wanted to extract the net sales amount here, okay, when you wanted to extract the net sales amount, okay, so how to extract it? Let us try to see this first of all. Let's put up the data here. So we have the product ID. So I'm giving the product ID something like this. and rate is, let us give it as 100 rupees, and the product quantity sold is nothing but here you can say 10 pieces, and date of sales is, let us say, today's date. What's the today's date? You have it 09/10/2024, and again you have like this, you have 200 is the rate, 20, then you can say 09/10/2024. Then again you have something like this, 300. This is the thing we have notes it. Now can you see here? This is the actual data we have it. Now, when it comes to this actual data, when you have this actual data, so what is it you have to do? First of all, we have to perform the process here to get what is that net sales amount. So actually net sales amount means what? Overall sales amount I wanted. On the day, how much amount you have collected as a sales. That overall thing you wanted to know. For that, what is it we require to do? So I'm just pushing off, or I'm just pulling off all the data. That means what? Do you require to pull all the columns? No, I require to pull on only requisite columns. Product IDs don't need it. Why? Because I want the net sales amount here. I don't want the product wise net sales amount. Product wise means what? Then product ID is required here. So I'm pulling off all the columns here. So that's the first process, which is called as what? Extraction here. This process is called as what? Extraction of data. Okay. So we can say this process as what? Extraction of data. That is called as what? E. Extraction of data is represented as what is that? E here. Am I right? Then you have what is it?
Transformations.
Transformation. So here you can say transformation. Transformation is represented as T here. So how does the transformation takes place? Let's try to see this. Okay. So when we talk about the transformation, see, directly I'm giving the calculations here. So can you see here, when the product rate is 100 rupees and the product quantity sold is 10, you can say 10 into what's that? 100. So
Thousand.
means
Like
what? 1000 exactly. In the same way, you have the next one. What is that? 20 into
4,000.
exactly 200 into, yes, 4000 directly you can write it here. And 300 into 10 means what?
3,000.
Exactly 3000. So here you can say 3000. So finally, this is the data you have it. But now, so the final stage or the final layer of
Loading stage. End of the day,
exactly,
once refined data is there, that is where we will load it. So
exactly. So this is the data we have it. So here we can say 5000 plus 3000, 8000. So I can say guys like this, net sales amount. What's the net sales amount? I can say 8000.
8,000.
And now here you can say date of sales, DOS. What is the DOS? Today, that is date you have it. What is it? 09/10/2024. That's it. Can you see it? This is the data you have it basically. Okay. This is the data you have it here, everyone. Okay. So now can you see it? You have refined the data from like this. You have just made it into what's it? One row. Further to this, again, this entire process is called as what? Data summarization process, where it consisting of extraction, transformation, and loading. Now, this ETL is also replaced. This ETL is also replaced with one more new technique. What is it? We can say
ELT.
exactly ELT. That's it. Okay. And the next one we have it as what? The next one we have it as the
Visualization.
visualization. So what is visualization?
It's like a pictorial way or a representation of the data
Exactly. That is nothing but you can say the data
using some
visualization.
tools called like Power BI.
Exactly the same thing we use it. Visualization is nothing but we can visualize the data, where the visualization is basically classified into two. What is that? We can say the first one is called as what? Data analysis. and data analysis. And the next one is what is it? Data science. Data analysis and data science. The same thing we use it. Data analysis is done by the data analyst. Science is done by the data scientist. What's the difference? See, if you can you see here, data, if you have 2 days data here, what is that? Let us say one more data is there. Let us say 10,000, and it is on yesterday's one. So here you have it, 10,000. So now tell me, if you wanted to know which one has the more sales, you can say what's it? Eighth day, comparatively with the ninth day. So just comparing these two lines and coming to a conclusion is the job of what? Data analysis. And data analysis will be applied by the person called what? Data analyst. Whereas if you wanted to know what is the sales you may have it, okay, what is the sales you may have it, or what is the sales amount you may get it, that is tomorrow. What is it? Tomorrow's date you have it.
Like
So this is
11th.
called as what? Yeah, this is called as what? Prediction, future prediction. So this future prediction is done by the data science, which is called as what? Predictive analysis. By using the concept called what? Predictive analysis. By using the concept called what? Predictive analysis. By using the concept called predictive analysis. Yes, by using the concept called what is it? Predictive analysis. By using the concept called predictive analysis, that it is done by the data science, and it is handled by a person called what? Data scientist. Okay, so this is nothing but the data visualization process. So wherein here can you see the ADF can perform, can you see here? What is it? Data
Yeah,
migration.
it can perform data
Dat-
migration, summarization, and
yes, up to summarization it can do. What is that?
yeah,
Data factory. But the ADB, it can do
can
what?
only summarization.
Exactly. No, it can do data migration also, data integration and data summarization. It can do it. But whereas the Synapse, whatever we have it, it can perform what is that? Data visualization. But in the Synapse, we can also use all this. Why? Because the Synapse has the feature of ADF as well. The Synapse has the feature of what is that? ADF as well. So then we can say what's that? That means ADF can be integrated in Synapse. Okay.
Okay, got
So,
it.
yeah, that's the reason we can use all the jobs here by using the Azure Synapse. And when it comes to the machine learning, so basically, what is this machine learning? This machine learning is nothing but all designing the all these algorithms. Can you
Yeah,
see?
like we will train like models on
Exactly. We
basis of the
design the models
data
for the
and the
data
data
science.
sets.
Exactly.
Mm.
And the next one we have what is that? AI, artificial intelligence. So basically, it is just like the chat GPT. Chat
Yeah,
GPT,
like
where
recommendation systems also we can say.
yes, it recommends you to do the task. That means it generates the code for the user. It generates the code for the user. And again, you have what is it? The Azure Fabric. What is Fabric? Fabric is nothing but it has the feature of all of them. ADF, ADB, Synapse, okay, machine learning, AI, almost all everything is available in the Fabric. It is the latest one, which is introduced right now. Okay, which has the feature of almost all. That is called as the Azure Fabric. So as a part of our course, okay, we are going to mainly concentrate on ADF, ADB, and Synapse, and the machine learning, AI, and Fabric, whatever you have it. I will just give a simple one example on all of them. Okay, so how to use it, because already we things will be learning in ADF, ADB, and Synapse. These are the main three one you have it. Okay, so and apart from this, we are going to see even a complete implementation of a project life cycle. Okay, so that's the thing we have it. And uh, that's it. And we'll continue the process from tomorrow at 7 a.m. as it
Sure,
is.
sir.
Okay. And
Yeah, and
about
yeah,
the
I have
strength and all,
yeah,
we
I
have
have like
other
chosen
people.
for
Yeah,
hello.
please.
Yeah. So like as I have chosen for full stack, so at the last year, teaching Power BI also correct?
Yeah, Power BI, of course. The Power BI is a simple tool. I'll upload one, I'll generate one report and show you.
Yeah. I mean, I am asking like in the sense basically Power BI, uh, if full-fledged learning means it will take basically 45 hours, right? So that's why I'm just asking. That also like you are like
It is
teaching or
100
on?
hours, no, basically.
Sorry.
This duration is 100 hours.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I understand. Like only Power BI means basically it is like if we enroll for an
See,
only for Power BI.
elaborated, if you see one subject, ADF itself, it can take 3 months time if you want.
Okay.
Because if you see every nook and corner,
Hmm.
we will design such a good case study where almost all everything will be covered in that.
Okay.
Okay, so that's it. And
Okay,
about
sir.
this,
We'll meet it tomorrow.
okay, okay. Thank you. So we'll meet continue tomorrow. Thank you very much.
Okay, sir. Yeah.